Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and today I'm going to be making some ceviche de pescado for dinner because it's hot out and we like to eat something refreshing when it's hot. So here are the ingredients that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using some tilapia, some red tomatoes, some lemons, purple onion, cilantro, and cucumber. And I'm also going to be making like some guacamole on the side. My family likes to put it on the tostada and then put the ceviche on the top. And I'm also going to be using salt, pepper, and some oregano. And I'm going to start cutting up my fish into little pieces so I can start cooking it with the lemon juice. And I'll get back to you right now when I'm done cutting that up. Okay, so this is the way that I'm going to be cutting my fish. I cut little strips first. And then I start cutting little squares. You can make them bigger. It's just gonna take a little bit longer to cook in the lemon juice if you cut them bigger. But I like them like not too small, not too big. So you could actually see the fish in the ceviche when I make it. That's what I like to see. I like to see the chunks of fish and all the vegetables. This is so good and refreshing. Oh, we love seafood. I also make it with shrimp, which is good too. But I already had some fish, so we're gonna make it with this. So here we go. A little bone here. Feel a little bone in this little piece of fish. There it is. We don't want anybody choking on that. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can really see, but this is like the little chunks of pieces of fish. See how you can see them? It's gonna look so pretty when it's all done. All the colors. So I'm just going to keep cutting my fish, and once I put it in my container, I'm going to show you guys how much lemon juice we're going to use. Again, I eyeball everything and I taste as I go. So I'm going to keep cutting my fish and I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, so I cut all the fish up. I used about like 7 pieces of fish. You could also buy the one that's already molida. It's already grounded up for you. But again, I like to see the little chunks of fish in my ceviche. So now what I'm going to do is cut up my lemons and squeeze them and add the lemon juice to my fish. And I'll be back. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut my lemons like that. And these are juicy. So I'm gonna use about 10 limes to start. And then we'll see how much juice they give me. And then if I need more lemon juice, I'll just cut up some more lemons. Okay, let me get my bowl here. My little lemon squeezer. And I like to squeeze the lemon juice in another bowl. Only because I don't want to squeeze it directly to the fish, because the top part of the fish will start cooking first and then the bottom won't. So I want it to cook evenly, so I like to squeeze the lemon juice in a separate bowl or cup, whatever you prefer to use, and then add it all at once. So I'm gonna continue to squeeze my lemons, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. Okay, so this is how much lemon juice 10 limes gave me. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add it to my ceviche, well, to my fish. Okay, and you see how the juice is up here. Sometimes I like it like that, and sometimes I like to cover it completely. But I think I'm going to leave it like this and see how good it cooks. So what I'm going to do is add my salt, pepper, oregano, and then cover it up, put it in the fridge. And while that's cooking, I'm going to cut up all my vegetables. I'm going to add my salt. Again, I don't measure, I just eyeball it. Okay, this is like a half a teaspoon that I used to sprinkle on my salt, so I just put 1 tablespoon in right now of salt. Now I'm gonna add some pepper. Again, I love pepper, so I'm gonna add a little bit more, but not too much. Just want to be able to see that there is pepper in it. Okay, and now I'm going to add some oregano. This is the regular oregano. This is how much I'm going to use. And what I like to do, so you don't get like a big old chunk of oregano when you're eating, I like to rub it in my palms first, my palms, and make sure it gets like grounded. You can use a grounded oregano, but this one is like more potent, more strong, so you could actually taste it, and you can actually smell that there is oregano in it. Okay, so let me give this a quick mix. Quick mix. See how good that looks already? Okay, and I'm just gonna lightly press it down, and that's how I'm gonna know for sure if I need more lemon juice. And I think I'm gonna do a couple of more limes. This time I'm gonna use some key limes. I love these too for ceviche. It cooks it really good. So let's add a couple of more lemon. So for the key limes, I just like to cut the tip off of it, because there is seeds in these ones, so you don't want the seeds to go inside our ceviche. Oh, this one had a lot of juice. So I'm going to use 3 3 key limes. Okay, that should be good. Now I'm going to add it on here, and this is going to give it a little bit more sourness because key limes are a little bit more sour. Oh yeah. So in total, you could do 13 of the big limes, or 10 big limes, and 3 key limes. You see how it's like barely covering it? That's perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover it up and put it in my fridge. While my fish is getting cold in the fridge and cooking, I'm gonna start cutting up my vegetables. For my tomatoes, I like to use Roma tomatoes for this. And what I do, I like to take the seeds out because I think that the salt makes it more watery. My tomatoes cut. Now I'm just going to put them in a bowl to set them aside. Now I'm going to get started on my cucumber. So I use like 3.5 tomatoes. And again, I'm going to eyeball the cucumber as well. And what I like to do to the cucumber, I like to take the seeds out of it as well. Only because water comes out of it. And we don't want a watery ceviche. So this is how I look when I scrape the seeds out of it. And I just use a little spoon just to take all the seeds out. I love the way cucumber smells. It smells amazing. Okay. And again, I like to cut it into strips. Okay, I'm going to add it to the bowl as well. Again, we'll take the seeds out. And I like to put a lot of cucumber in my ceviche because we all like cucumber. So I'm just gonna... Hi love, so I just cut up my cilantro and my purple onion. I use just half, but again you could use as much as you want. This is a lot, so I'm just gonna use half, and then I use a little bunch of cilantro. Now I'm just gonna check on my fish and see how it's coming along. Okay, so this is how it's looking. See how it's still a little pink? We want most of all that pinkness to go away, but this cooked really fast. The time it took me to chop up all my vegetables. It's supposed to look white like that, like this little piece right here. So I'm just gonna leave it for about another 10 minutes. And then after those 10 minutes are done, I'm gonna check it again. And then if I think it's done, then I'll add all my vegetables. It's right here. Look at how pretty that looks. The red and the green. And then my purple onion and cilantro. And right now I'm gonna get started on my guacamole. So I'll get back to you when I'm ready. So now I'm gonna cut my avocados in half. Look at how pretty these look. Gorgeous. Let me get a spoon. So let's scoop this out. These are really good avocados. So what you do here, just go along the side of the skin. And let me tell you, we love avocado. Like, love, love, love. Like, this bowl right here of avocado, I need to stay away from it because I will eat it. And what I like to do, I like to smash it with a fork if it allows itself to get smashed. The big pieces. Cut the avocado up in little smaller pieces. It'll be easier to smash. Okay. Still no luck. Okay, so I smashed it a little bit with the potato smasher because the chunks are just too big, but usually when their avocados are a little bit softer, I'm able to smash it with the fork. Look at how good this looks. Okay. And we just like it simple. Put a little bit of salt in it. Some lime, key lime. And I'm going to use 3 of them. Add the lemon juice to this. We like it to be lemony, salty. Slowly mix it. Let's taste it. That's perfect. I'm just going to cover this up and also toss it in the fridge so it can be nice and cold. I think I'm going to go ahead and add a chili just to give it a little spice. I'm going to use a serrano pepper, and this one I'm just going to cut it into big chunks so that way the kids can see it and they don't grab it by mistake. Especially since I won't be home today, I have to be at school. So, let me mix that in. Oh, it smells so good. And that's how it should look. So let me just wait on my fish to cook, and then I will get back to you guys when I add it all together. Okay, love, so now I'm going to start adding my vegetables to my ceviche. My cucumber and tomato. Mix that in a little bit. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my onion and cilantro. And I'm just gonna let it sit in the fridge, and then later on I'm gonna taste it and see if it needs any more salt. I'm gonna put a little bit more pepper and oregano just because I can barely see the pepper, and I like to see that I have pepper in my dish. And look at how good that looks. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look so good? Look at all the beautiful colors. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more salt, pepper, and oregano, and then later on when it's just about to be time to eat, I'm gonna taste it and adjust any more seasonings that I need. So we're gonna add a little bit of salt. A little bit more oregano, just a little bit. This one is less than what I used last time. Again, I'm gonna rub it in my palm so it's a little. There's still little chunks in there, but it's kind of grounded up. And then just a tad more pepper. Okay. Now let's give this a final mix. Look at how much ceviche this is, and I only use 7 pieces of fish. This is for like a family of 6 maybe, because this is a lot for my family.